guys, hello and welcome to my channel. This is CA Vikas Adhikari welcoming you all wherever you're watching. Guys, it's been quite a long time since I made the video for you guys. I was going quite busy. I hope you guys understand. So here I am with a new video to share my experience regarding my CA journey with you guys. There are lots of people who are just enrolled into the CA course or who are into the initial days of the CA course who might find my journey very relevant and connectable to you. So take it as a motivation factor to you guys so that you can crack the CA exams easily. So let's get started. Guys, first thing that I want to make clear is that I'm not a very talented student, I'm not a very smart student, and I'm not a very super talented one. Rather, I need to admit myself that I'm a very hardworking student. So what a CA course demands is that, so far my experience is concerned, CA course demands a consistency and a hard work. So if you are consistent in your study, if you put regular hard work into the study, you're definitely going to crack the CA exams. So there's nothing big deal into this. So right from the beginning days of my schools, I was not a very much talented student. I was below average student who used to secure normally 60 to 65% in its exams and just pass the exams. But when I get enrolled into the college, I decided that no, it's not every time that I be considered as an average student. I need to put labor into my study. So I started studying hard. And there's one incident that made me do CA. In 12th, I guess, I secured 97 marks out of the 100 in the account subject. And that was the highest marks. And my account teacher called me and told me, what are you going to do in future? What are you going to study? So I told him that I have not decided it. So he suggested me to do the CA. And that is a very good course. But it is a tough one. But I know you can do it. So that statement of my teacher hit into my mind. And I came back to the home and I thought myself that why can't I do CA? Yes, that is very good option, because if I can secure 97 marks out of the 100, consider being me as a below average student till 10, I definitely can do a CA. So I told my father and he told me, okay, if you want to do it. Then after my father took me to the coaching institute of the CA, and there's a very good example that the counselor gave me, that two people are standing side by side and both are asked for the introduction, and the first one tell that he is a crorepati, he has very much money, and the second one told that he is a chartered accountant, and the respect that the chartered accountant is getting is far beyond that of the respect of the crorepati. So that example really hit me hard, and I thought that, oh, I definitely want to do the CA and I want that respect. So I enrolled into the CPT. CPT was normal thing. CPT, it does not demand that much of hard work. It just is a conceptual understanding. It is just giving you a framework or a understanding regarding what the CA course is. So I cracked the CA exam, CPT exams. I secured almost distinction during my CPT exam. Then after the real journey of the CA student begins, I enrolled into the IPCC. And I still remember that day when I first got the books from ICAI for the IPCC. The book was equivalent to my height. And from that day I realized that it was going to be a tough journey. The real flavor of CA is going to come from the IPCC. And I made plans from the initial days. I decided that I need to study really hard, because the kind of volume that the ICAI has provided demanded a true hard work, true consistency. I joined the coaching, but what I used to do was, I used to throw myself into the content. I used to do research by myself. I used to study really hard even after the coaching. I just don't used to revise what the mentor has told me or what the teacher has told me into the coaching institute. I used to purchase books by myself. I used to call phones, make a phone calls to my friend, what they are studying, what kind of book that I should study. So I purchased lots and lots of books from Paduka's publication, from PC Tulshan, Ashish Kalra sir, lots and lots of books that I used to collect. And believe me guys, I have almost 30 books apart from the normal coaching books or the normal ICAI books during my IPCC exams. And what I used to do was, I used to study 10 hours a day from the beginning days of my IPCC. And I was very much consistent. And believe me, what my main logic is that, don't accumulate your hard work till the end. do it in a fragmented way, do it in a small way right from the beginning days, so that it does not get accumulated till the end, so that you could be a bit relaxed at the end of your study journey. So I started studying 10 hours a day right from the beginning days. And I gave the IPCC exam, and believe me guys, I cracked both groups in the first attempt, and I scored almost 61% in the IPCC. So after cracking the IPCC, the articleship journey begins. I moved to the Delhi, and I joined the firm at Lajpat Nagar. It was a mediocre firm. I got exposure of statutory audit, internal audit, vendor management audit, taxation matters, tax audit, apart from other. And during my articleship days as well, I was very much clear from my first day that I used to take my hard work consistent. I used to be consistent to crack the CA exams. And guys, I was not a kind of the guy who was very much kind of a. I was not a kind of a guy who was made for the coaching, because even though I have, even though I choose for the coaching option, I wouldn't have been able to grab the technique or a concept that the teacher was willing to give me. So from the beginning days of my articleship, I realized that I am going for the self-study, because that is the thing that made me pass IPCC. So I will be doing the same thing in my final as well. So from the beginning days of my articleship, I used to purchase books. I used to stay in the Lakshmi Nagar, so I had very good relationship with all the stationery in Lakshmi Nagar and Sakarpur market. So after returning from back to the office, I used to go to the stationery and tell them what is the new publication or what is the new book that is arrived in the market for this subject. And I used to do lots and lots of research. I used to purchase at least one book a month. And believe me guys, during my 2 years of my articleship, I have completed almost 3 subjects, 3 major subjects of the CA final, like FR, costing and SFM. And during my articleship as well, I used to study almost 1 to 2 hours a day. My office was in the Lajpat Nagar, so except in the outer station or in the normal situation, even if I was in a client place at Delhi, I used to return back from the metro. So during my journey at metro and after returning from the metro, I used to stay in the hostel. So after freshening up, after returning back from the office, I used to take a gap of half an hour and used to study at least 1 to 2 hours a day. Then after, I used to go for the dinner. So that had made me very much consistent towards my study, as well as hardworking as well as consistent. So this is the thing that I used to suggest: be consistent and hardworking as well. And after completing 2 years of my articleship, I opted for the industrial training, because the industrial training was kind of the thing that really had inspired me a lot. Right from the beginning days of my articleship, I had to do the industrial training, because I didn't want to miss anything during my journey of my articleship. If ICI is providing me the opportunity, I definitely should go for the industrial training. So I gave the interview at some of the places, and I liked Michelin tires a lot, and I joined the industrial training firm at Michelin tires. So I shifted at the Gurgaon, but during the industrial training, I was very much enjoying my industrial training moment. So I used to get very less time for my study during my office days, but I used to get the weekends time. Saturday and Sunday was off, so I used to manage my study during my Saturday and Sunday. So after completing my industrial training, I moved back to the Lakshmi Nagar, and I settled down at the hostel as well. So I started preparing for my final exams. So what I used to do was, since I was very much into the corporate profile into my industrial training, that is very tough for me to come back into the complete study zone. So I joined a library. So in a library, I used to study for almost 16 to 18 hours a day. Believe me guys, I used to wake up at 9 a.m. in the morning. I am not a morning person. I used to get up at 9 a.m. in the morning. I used to have a breakfast. I go for the library. I study till 1 p.m. Then after, I go for the lunch. Then after, I study till 9 p.m. I again go for the dinner. Then after, I study till 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. Then after, I return back to my hostel room. I had a very best friend of mine in the hostel. I don't want to mention his name, but he's a very good friend of mine now as well. And he used to support me a lot. And I used to return back to my hostel at 2 a.m. and sleep, and get back at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. in the morning, and start my journey again. That was the normal journey. So my hair was like growing like till this, and I used to wear the same dress again every day. And my friend used to teach me that, oh bro, what are you doing? Study is not everything, but at least you should take care of your personal hygiene as well. But I was very much focused towards my study that I don't even remember what I was doing. only the thing that I used to remember was study, 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 and my study. And finally I gave my first attempt. I guess it was in the May, sorry, I don't remember, it was May 18 or May 2000, no sorry, November 2017. November 2017, no, it was May 2018. So May 2018 I gave my first attempt. So I gave both attempt, both group, but unfortunately I couldn't pass because the situation was very tough, that I had taken so much pressure in my mind that I couldn't perform well in my second group. So but almost I passed in all my subjects, but in ISCA I failed miserably. But if I had secured at least 40 marks in my ISCA, I would have gotten the rank in that attempt. But I secured almost 20 to 23 marks in ISCA. So I cleared my first group, but I couldn't clear my second group. So in next attempt I again joined the library. There was same routine. I used to study for 16 to 18 hours a day, getting up at 9, sleeping at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and this journey continues. And then after I gave my second group, and I cleared it in my second attempt. So guys, what I want to share with you is that be very much consistent, be very much hardworking, because I have not taken any coaching for CA final. I have done it by myself. If I can do it, you definitely can do it, because I am not a superhuman that I cracked the CA final exam. I had done the industrial training, yeah, I had done articles from very good form, but I have also cracked the CA final exam in a reasonable attempt. In my first attempt I could do it, but because of something, but I have done it in the very finest way, and I'm very much satisfied with that what I have done. So guys, I suggest you to be very much consistent and hardworking during your CA study. Enjoy your journey for the CA, and this journey is very much interesting. Enjoy your moment of articles, enjoy your moment when you study, and enjoy every time that you are into this profession. And the life after this journey is very much good, very much interesting, and very much respectful. And what my mentor has told me as an example, that if you stand between the Karorpati and a CA, you're definitely gonna get more respect than this, and that is true. I'm getting more respect than, I guess, a Karorpati, but even though I'm not standing by side, but I've got a very good respect. So guys, in conclusion, I like to tell you that be hardworking, be consistent, and focus on your goal. That is a true key to success. If I have done it, you definitely can do it. So bye bye guys, this much for today. I hope you find this video really interesting, and I hope we'll catch up in the next video. Till that time, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button if you like this video. Bye bye, see you.